Hey, how y'all doing? I was waiting for somebody to come through. How y'all doing tonight? Um, I am currently getting ready to try and leave my head down. Hey, T. Sherelle, how you doing? Getting ready to try and lay my head down, but I'm gonna give a quick update on what's been going on and everything. I done paused again and came, you know, not really been on here again, but also I did at least this time come on and let y'all know how come I had been missing. So for those of y'all who didn't know, probably for like 2 or 3 weeks now, in the middle of the night, like I've been waking up barely getting any sleep and stuff like that. So I've been going through a very stressful time, only getting like 30 minutes of sleep and everything at nighttime on and off. And some of those nights I came on here and spent that time with y'all while I was woken. So, when you not able to get your sleep like you're supposed to, it can get very, very frustrating. Um, and so Saturday was that frustrating day for me. I woke up frustrated. I spent my whole day being frustrated. I spent the whole entire day on Saturday crying. And I think what I got going on the inside of me is like, I'm afraid that with anything that I do, I feel like there's a way for me to disappoint God. So for me, my battle is if I need to take a medication for something or whatever, and I feel like in one, like I trust God with it, but then if I end up having to take a medication or something, then I it also makes me feel like I didn't trust God enough because I needed to go and take medicine. Why do I feel that way? I have no idea. I struggle with sleeping too. It's so frustrating. Well, T. Sherelle, I'm here to tell you, and this is not the first time. Hey, girl face. This is not the first time I went through this. I told y'all also I struggle with. Um, I can be prescribed the medicine, and the medicine is sitting right there in front of me, and I still won't take it. Um, Years ago, when I first went through this, my brother told me that God gave people the knowledge to create medicine. So why would you think like none of it is for you, anything like that? So, but I'm just telling y'all what my struggles is, and okay, so say like for instance, and girl face, I ain't coming for you or no nothing, but I'm just using you in that as an example if you allow me to. Um, so say like when I'm going through it or whatever, something you said, girl face, in the comment section was about spiritual warfare, right? I know you supposed to be here. I know you do, because you're not the first person who told me that. So even though that's being said, it also still put something on the inside of me that said, well, if I'm going through spiritual warfare, then why do I need to take medication to go through spiritual warfare? So in my mind, I just keep creating ways for, if I'm making sense, I just keep creating ways for me not to get relief from whatever. It's almost like I feel like whatever bad situation I'm in, it's almost as if I deserve it or something. I don't know. That's the best way that I can explain it to you. I don't know. But listen, that you said take your meds. Listen to what happened now. So I told my niece, I said, I want to go to the hospital today. Nobody asked me. Um, I just said to her, I want to go to the hospital. And my niece turned around and looked at me because she already know how I am about taking medicine and stuff. And she say, well, auntie, it ain't a thing that about you going to no hospital or whatever. She say, but if you go and they prescribe you a medicine, are you gonna take it? Because you'll go and see the doctor, but you won't take none of the medicine that he prescribed to you. So I was like, And I said to her, I didn't say, yeah, I'll take the medicine. I said to her, I guess I'm going to take it because I feel like I don't have any other choice right now in this moment. So we go there and everything. I talk to everybody who I need to talk to and everything. I did talk to a psychiatrist on this night. This was the first time. This is the first time I talked to a psychiatrist. It wasn't nothing really big or major or anything. But anyways, I had to talk to him. And then they pretty much prescribed me the same thing that I already had before, but they gave it to me in a higher dosage. And lo and behold, last night I took the medicine. And guess what else, girl face? I already had, listen, I've heard magnesium 3 times over the past 4 months. And I kept blocking it because, again, it's medicine. It's medicine. So I'm like, that ain't for me. I don't know why the word magnesium just keep coming up. And then when you throwed it in the chat the other day, I just bust out laughing. That's why I said to you, I appreciate you. So I took me 1 magnesium, and I took the medicine that I was prescribed, and I slept just lovely last night. I turned the lights off. Prior to this day, there is no way that I'm sitting in anywhere. Right now I'm sitting with the lights turned off. I wasn't able to do that before because it was like it was giving me like scare, just creating like this scary feeling on the inside of me. So before, I wouldn't have been able to sit inside this room with this light turned off like that and everything. But for me, I'm so afraid of disappointing God. So I'm just, for me, when it comes down to, girl, get your relief that's over here. It's like I gotta run 500 other places before I come back and know that God is okay with me doing that. And why I do that to myself, I don't know. I do not know why. But I also know that God know my heart. And that's just where I leave it. But absolutely, the magnesium, definitely the magnesium, and the well, I didn't take the zinc. I have zinc, but I haven't taken that yet. But I took the magnesium I took the magnesium earlier, and then I took the prescribed medication that the doctor gave me, and voila, it worked. It worked very well. So magnesium is great for you. Changed my life. All right, KJ, thank you very much. So I am today is the second day that I've been on the magnesium, and I told y'all I done heard it 4 times and I've ignored it all 4 times. But then when Girlface came in the chat, in the comment section, and said it again, I already knew. It's like, you done been warned a couple of times. You keep ignoring it after it done came to you. So you okay? Here it goes one more time. It comes in a spray form if you have joint pain. Oh, I didn't know about that, KJ. Well, then I have to go and try that because, honey, your back got a whole bunch of joints in there. My back be acting up. Vitamins are a bit different than medicine. Yeah, but T-Sherelle, all of it, anything that is not that's shaped like a pill, whether it's a vitamin or whatever it is, I just don't. But yes, I've seen it over and over and over again, and now I got it. Thank you, and thanks God for all the different things that you keep putting in front of me to And it's like he literally screaming, "Girl, I'm trying to give you relief over here, and you don't want, you don't want it. I'm trying to give it to you. Here it is, right here." And so, yes, Saturday was a very, very heavy day for me, and I could not take it anymore. But honey, when I once I left that emergency room, I think I was out like a light all the way. Like everywhere we rode from that point forward, is like I slept really good. So I just wanted to come and let y'all know that your girl is in a different space. The day I was able to get out, like I released the video that I took out today. I put out today where I did the beans. You all probably won't see it, but there's a part in that video when I have on all the black and I have my back to the camera. I am I'm actually standing out in the yard digging the trench for the beans, and I am standing there crying because at that moment I actually don't want to be woke. I wanted to be sleep. But I was woke at 5 a.m. outside digging a trench for beans because I could not sleep. So my day started off very, very frustrating, and it ended up being the blessing that I needed it to be. It was enough pressure to get me where I needed to go and check on my own self and do what was best for me. Yes, T. Sherelle, he is so very patient with us. But it's almost like when I get in those times or something, it's almost like and I'm not necessarily saying that this what it is, this is the best way I know how to explain it. It's almost like I feel like if he put it here in front of me, then this is what I'm supposed to be going through. There is no other relief. You just have to go through this until he pulls you out of this place or whatever. And so, that's just how I feel. And I'm still a work. I'm a work in progress. And I will be until I leave here. And for those of you all, T. Sherelle, automatically, if you say to me that you haven't been getting sleep, girl, just already know. I already done put you in my prayers already, because there's no way that a person that lose sleep and they hear another person that says that your heart, anybody going through some of the same things that you're going through, and you genuinely know what it feels like to go through those things, your heart already go out to those people. So tonight, hopefully everybody in here and the ones that been up with me, that because it's quite a bit of people that be on here with me at 3 o'clock in the morning and all of that stuff, and none of that stuff make me happy. When I come on here at 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm coming on just thinking that I can come on and I can vent and say what I need to do, because at that time I feel like you all are helping me by just coming to listen to what I have to say. And I just want to come on and drop it. I ain't really looking for anybody to talk to or anything when I come on here, but it's like surprising for me because I'm like, why are all these people up at 3 o'clock in the morning? So then it still make my heart reach out to them. But also too, when I've been waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning, the three always meant something to me. It's always been the hour that like I've been waking up. Always at 3 o'clock. If you look at all those lives I was doing, they all say three something. They all at three something in the morning. So that might be a good time to pull your bye-bye. Honey, that every time I see the number 3, when I open up my eyes in those time of nights, the first thing I go to is straight to God. Like, okay, God, I'm up. Uh, what am I supposed to be doing? What is it? What is it that I need to be doing? Where am I supposed to be? Um, am I not paying attention? That's always my time. That's the first place I go to whenever I wake up and I see any threes in the time that it is on the clock, point blank, period. And I can say for the most part, anytime that I'm waking up back and forth through my sleep like that, that's my go-to thing. I always talk to God first. It's the first thing that come to mind um is to talk to him. That's where all of my relief comes from, because And I could tell you, to be honest, the not taking the medicine thing started when this first happened 15, 20 years ago. Because I was, when it first happened to me, I was not only afraid of, and I know I was going through spiritual warfare for real then, because it was also told to me several times that somebody had put um used witchcraft on me. So I knew at that time what was happening to me. Um and I was in a place where I was scared of even the smell of food being cooked. I was scared to open the refrigerator. I was scared to drink water. Um, I mean, it was scared of everything, and it wasn't like I'm looking at it and it's scary to me. I'm saying like it was just a feeling in my stomach that felt like if I ate or if I drink anything, it was almost like it was going to take my breath away. If I smelled the smell of fire, I would be in a corner somewhere, just, losing it. And at this point, I can truly say, hey, Global, and Mama Global, how are you? Um, I can say that back then, when it happened to me the first time, it was so embarrassing. And I tried to hide it. I tried to hide it from a lot of people, but when you going through stuff like that's it's a heavy thing to be hiding behind everything. And right now, as y'all can tell, that um, I ain't embarrassed about it anymore or no nothing. If anything, it has made me more aware of like people that are around you that go through mental issues and stuff. And then I didn't know, sometimes you won't ever know that there's other people around you that go through the same thing that you going through, while you busy trying to hide your things that you going through. You don't even know that the person that's sitting next to you is slowly fading away because they need to hear your story. If you understand what I'm saying, those of you all who understand what I'm saying, understand what I'm saying. How many times have you been sitting next to the person and you open up your mouth and you start talking to them, and you do not know that the person sitting next to you needed to hear what you had to say? Mama Global is one of those people for me. Mama Global has been, and we don't talk a whole lot, and we ain't said a whole lot of things to each other. But when I tell you Mama Global has came along at one point, and I'm still in that situation. But Mama Global told me something one time, told me about one of her testimonies, and I promise you on everything, Mama Global, because you told me your testimony, I can still walk in the peace that I'm walking in, knowing what I know. Because I'm telling you, a lot of you all don't know, Shauna got a whole lot of pressure on her coming from every which way but loose. Every which way. From, I mean, from the husband to the kids to outside people to friends and everything. It's just like, you see these walls that I'm in here with, this is where I am right now with myself, because there are so many heavy pressures and stuff coming from every which way, and it's hard to block those things out. But again, I'm going to say to you, while you busy holding on to your story and you're scared to tell it, there's somebody sitting next to you going through the very same thing that you're going through, and they need to hear your testimony of how you made it through. Go ahead and give your testimony. um I'm going back up. Finally caught you live. Yeah, it's good to see you, Mama Global. Of course I go over there and watch your videos and stuff, but it ain't nothing like when you catch somebody live. You know you ain't seen them in a minute. I know we would be friends if we met in person. I feel like I've known you forever. Oh, okay then. Good. T. Sherelle. Uh-oh. What's messing with you? Let me grab my body. Don't. Hey, go ahead and grab that, anyways, Mama Global. I need it. It's just that I've been back going through this thing for about 3 weeks now. I've been up under a lot of stress with the things that been going on or whatever, and then I started losing sleep, sleeping like 30 minutes, and I'm woke. Sleeping for an hour, I'm woke. I mean, not no consistent sleep, just was over and over again, and so I ended up having to go to the emergency room on Saturday. I was prescribed something, which I've been prescribed something before, and it sits right here in front of me, and I just don't take it. So finally, I went Saturday, and had the right support and everything, and I actually took the medicine. And last night was the first time that sleep was really sleeping. Yes, and also the magnesium. So we need each other. Absolutely we do. I try not to need anybody. I want to be in a place where I don't need anybody, but of course, and the only reason that I don't want to need anybody, because I've been let down by so many people my whole life. So I don't want any. It's like I don't want anybody else to. And not that I don't want everybody else, because I think everybody wants somebody like they can depend on. It's just I don't want to depend on anybody in that way again. I just don't, because I don't have good experiences with people. Which is one of the things that I'm going through right now. It's like somebody been around me for 25 years, and I'm finding out now they the biggest liar I ever been around in my life. So yeah, there's a lot going there. Yes, look at God. um I felt something wasn't right. Oh yeah. um True. This year, speaking at house, believe Girlface, the enemy don't know who he messing with. We pull up strong as prayer was. I know that's right. I but today, like I there are so many things that I got done today, and I didn't even think to hit the camera today, because I think I could have made about 15 videos with all the things that I got done today. I didn't sleep all as much as I wanted to, because I still got up at 5:30 this morning, but it wasn't because I couldn't sleep. There was another situation that happened this morning. I got a phone call at 5:30 this morning, and let's just say it wasn't a good phone call at 5:30 in the morning, but everything ended up working out a-okay and everything. But just understand it was a mess. That's what I'll say about that situation right there. Because yeah, I don't want to get flagged or anything by these people here on YouTube and everything. But just know, this morning there was a fight. 5:30 this morning, that woke me up out of my bed to go and pick somebody up that got into it early this morning. So that's what we'll leave that at. um had one of those, he would lie about the weather outside. Well, you definitely know the kind of liar that I'm talking about, that'll lie about the weather. Say we do. How long have you been making videos? How long have you had your channel? um Let me see how long. A little, I done had my channel now for a little. I don't even remember, because when I first came on here, it's like a year and a half. It hasn't been, if it's even been that. It's probably No, it hasn't. It's been longer than that because I started posting videos like 2 year, almost 3 years ago. Except for I would come on and post something, and then I may not come back on here for like 6 months. you know, so kind of like that. I didn't really get serious like that. Let's just say that. So, but I've been on here off and on. Just coming on here at first because then when I came on here to YouTube to use YouTube as my diary. That's what I came on here for. I'm tired of writing stories in my diary. I'm coming right on here and I'm gonna drop them right here how I feel when I get ready to, and that's what I do. I've been journaling for so long, and I got all of my journals. But my journals, sometimes I'm scared to open them up because it's like Pandora box. Everything come flying out of there. So that ain't no thing that I just go and open it up at no anytime. Sometimes I'll open it up and it'll land on a page and then I maybe can talk about it. But it's so much many things in there. But to me, journaling does not I guess satisfy me like it used to anymore. It's not like it's not working for me. It's like writing it down. I'm in a different place than I was back then. So it's like used to I was writing everything down because I wasn't good at speaking. And now it's like that doesn't serve me any longer. So now I have to speak it out loud. Um how yeah, so I've had my channel. Well, anytime you got a page or whatever, you can go and like somebody's video or whatever, that they consider that you have a channel. But I've been putting content on my page for now about 2 years, but spacing it out very far. Then I got in it really good, and then I paused again. Then I came back. So I be marching to the beat of my own drums. That's it. My heart dropped when my phone rings after 1 a.m. Right, because only bad phone calls come that time of the morning. But this morning, that phone call came from my son that was aggravating me at one point. That was on here, um, because he got in a situation on his way to work this morning. So but it ended up being all well or whatever. But still, it was the thing that woke me up from the sleep that I'm trying to catch back up on now. Hey, Growing with Hudson, how you doing? Growing with Hudson, what you did with your I think is it getting ready to snow where you are right now? Cause I seen you when you your cut your sugar cane. Um, I think where you are, I think what it may do is it may go dormant, but try and up pot it to like something just a little bit bigger than that. So like the root system is not so close to like the outside or whatever. And I think it's gonna come back out for you once again. But you already know what it is. Just let me know if it don't come back up roses. You already seen. I just planted a whole bunch of the other ones the other day, and I just said I'm not trying to sell it to anybody or no nothing like that. If you see something that I'm growing here and I can give it to you in that way, I'm willing to give people in that way. I'm just not willing to give myself in the same way that I've been given anymore. I can give some things, but me myself, I'm here to let you know I'm trying to be a little selfish with myself, just a little bit. Um, and your testimony has helped so many. Mama Glover, if it helped one of them, then just one person, I'm more than happy, more than happy. I can finally look back at chapters of my life, especially the bad ones, and can breathe. Man, ain't it something that when you inside of those situations, sometimes it's hard for you to even catch your breath, and then you can look back at it, and sometimes you scared to look back at it because it was so traumatic for you. I have situations in my life that sometimes my mind can go back to them, but they so heavy. It's like my mind scurry to try to get away from it because the emotions, like when I think about things that happened in the past, it almost feels like I'm reliving it all over again. It's like that's like some of the stories that I tell on here, like some of my videos. um that I talk on here, a lot of people say they feel like they there in the story, like when I'm telling the story. Well, I literally feel like I've gone back and I'm in that moment at that time. And so some of the things that happen to me is like I have to be, not that I have to be careful, because some of the things, there has been times that some of the things I have to come on here and talk about them, or I don't get no sleep if I don't let it go. I've told y'all before, I just be laying there in the bed and just some of the traumatic things come back in my mind, and I know the only, I'm gonna lay there. If the more I fight it and try not to come on here and talk about it, I'll just lay there for days upon days and just cry and cry and cry. And then I get frustrated with myself. And then I end up coming on here only because when I was growing up, crying was always told to me, it may, you weak. You weak. Only weak people cry. And so for me, being angry was never a problem with me crying when I'm angry, because um God knows what you'll do when the tears are flowing and your anger is flowing and you have all of the stuff inside of you that you have in me. It's like, okay, this is my chance. I get to pour it out. I don't have to hold on to it no more. And then you don't even care what comes out and how it comes out. So then I had to stop doing the I don't care thing. I can't do that no more, because I have kids and I don't want to be in jail for the rest of my life or no nothing. I want to be out here. I want to live. I don't want to do things that as where I used to say I'm willing to lay down my life for whatever it was that I believed in or whatever. And now I want to do the opposite of it. I want to be willing to live. I've been willing to lay my life down about so many different things. I want to be willing to live and enjoy my life is what I want to do now. If that makes sense to somebody. Um Purpose. Hey, hey, I tell you, the grown ones need more attention. Mama Glow, I said the same thing too. The grown listen, I said, okay, over here, y'all know I got 14 kids. 14. And I said I'd rather go back and have all 14 babies at one time than to be dealing with these adult children. Cause you think you be waiting until your kids get. I can't wait till these kids grow up and get grown. It's just like we be wish when they be little and and you be talking about. I'll be glad when they start walking. I'll be glad when they start talking, and I'll be glad when they do that. And when they start walking, you want them to sit down somewhere. When they start talking, you want them to sit down and shut up somewhere. And when they get grown, it's like the only thing that happen is your problems get grown too, right along with them kids. Yes, they do. Yes. I cut it and plant it back. All right then. I know that's right. So you did the knots. You did the knots on it. All righty then. I know that's right. Anytime you cut your sugar cane and you eat any other pieces, the little knots that's in between, stretch them out and let them grow you some more. I know that's right. Man, please, I can when I first bought that, okay, I give the purple sugar cane away to people if you pay for the shipping. Um when I first bought that sugar cane, I bought sugar cane probably like 6 years ago. Maybe 6 years ago I bought, because I did the sugar cane before I even came on YouTube and start sharing. When I bought that one piece of sugar, just one knot, I paid $13.89 for just one little section, and it came in a little sandwich bag with a teaspoon of dirt in it. My husband told me, he said, "Girl, give me that sugar cane and let me babysit it over here, cause if that little $13 plant die, we gonna have a problem." So my husband watched that thing until it started growing inside the little plastic bag. It had the little stem on it, and that little bitty piece turned into all that it is now. Back indoors and be ready to start coming up. I still have your lemon seeds. Alrighty then. Just have to send them. Hint, hint, LOL. All right then. Yeah, hold on to my lemon seeds. I'm waiting on somebody. Somebody told me they seen a pear tree and it was loaded with pears. Honey, I'm still waiting on them. I know you hear me. I'm asking for them pears. I need some pear seeds from them. Purging is healing. Absolutely, Mama Global. And you already know the only reason that I don't want to come on here and do the purge is because I don't want to cry. But now I'm getting to a place because when I came on here and said, this is a place. I always say to somebody whenever they come in here, if they see me in here crying, don't come tell me not to cry. This channel over here is for the crying folks. If we want to cry over here, because if I was in here, if I was mad about, now I just cry when I'm mad. I cry when and when I'm very sad and when I'm going through stuff. And so I'm just turning into a crier. But it seems like every time that I cry when I'm sad about something or I'm hurt behind something, I start to feel a little bit less that um crying is a bad thing. So, and I know I would never tell anybody else that crying is a bad thing. Um so yeah, every now and then you may come through and I'll be shedding some tears. It's a good thing. It is definitely purging and it's healing me. It makes good sense. Thanks for hitting that thumbs up button. Yeah, y'all. Thanks for hitting the thumbs up button. I see 6 people in here, but I only have 5 likes. Dislike it or something. Okay. Thank you very much. Wow, I wish I lived in a warmer climate. Uh, Mama Global, it don't have to be warmer. You just grow what you can in the times that you can grow. Put something out. They got something in every section, in places like that snow and get cold and stuff like that. Those things will go dormant and then they'll come right back up the next season. Over here I'll be trying to plant some of everything. I think the only thing that I really ain't been successful with yet is growing cabbage. Yeah, cabbage don't is not that successful. So now I done downgraded to Brussels sprouts. So let's see how they grow. My kids looking like Brussels sprouts. Yeah, Brussels sprouts is the same thing as cabbage, just a little bit, more tart. But I'm gonna cook them the same way I cook cabbage. I got some lupine seeds coming up. They're flowers. Okay, then what is that? Is that like medicinal or I never heard of that. I never heard of that before. Um, you can plant in a pot when it's cold and take it outside in the summer. Absolutely, yeah. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Um, thanks. Got to get up in the morning. Had to stop in. Had to have good night, sis. Thank you, growing with us, and it was good to see you. Good to see you. Good questions. Um, But yeah, I just wanted to come on and let you all know that I'm in a better place than I was the past couple of nights that y'all seen me come on here. Um, and I'm glad to come on that I can come on and share with somebody else that there are so many people that come through when I wake up those times of night and tell me that they don't get sleep or you know going through some of the same things that I'm going through. And I know if there's an answer for me, there's an answer for you too. And anybody who's in here under the sound of my voice and you are missing sleep, tonight is going to be a different night for you. I'm going to say that. It's going to be a different night for you. You're going to have a better sleep tonight. Um, and you're going to wake up tomorrow and you're going to tell somebody about how good of a sleep you got on this night. And it's going to encourage that person, even though you don't know that they going through. that thing. It's going to encourage them. And it may not be tomorrow when they tell you that they needed to hear what you say. It could be a month down the line, it could be a year down the line. That person is going to remember what you said, and they're going to bring it back to your attention that you said what you said and gave your testimony when you gave it, because somebody needs to hear what it is that you have been through and what you came out of. You went through it to encourage somebody else in the moment, the second, the timing, whatever it may be, at the time you was going through it, so that you can encourage the next person. So don't be afraid to tell your testimony. Don't be afraid to let people call you crazy. I feel crazy a whole bunch of times. People have seen crazy with me. People see me walking through the yard. I can't tell you how many times I've walked through this yard in this past 3 weeks, pacing outside in the yard in the middle of the night. You think at a certain point I'm looking to see, I hope my neighbors don't see me or whatever, but I'm like, child, please, if they see me, I'm gonna speak to them and I'm gonna keep on pacing my floor, and then I'm gonna let them know right now at this moment I don't really want to be bothered. I just want to pace the floor. That's what I want to do. So don't be afraid to tell somebody about your testimony. Don't be afraid. They need to hear it. Hey, Korean, did I talk you to sleep yet, boo? Korean say, come on here and talk me to sleep. I seen you wrote that, but guess what, Korean? For you to even come and say that, I was trying to talk myself out of coming live. I just said I'm gonna do it in the morning. But then when Korean say, girl, you need to come on here and talk me to sleep. When you said that, I just started laughing because I already felt earlier today that I need to do a live tonight. But I was a little bit busy trying to talk myself out of it, and then I read your thing, and then I just started laughing, licking Korean to myself, come and talk me to sleep. So did I talk you to sleep yet? Not yet, because you still in here chat. You still in here typing. Trouble don't last always. You better say that again. Trouble don't last. Hey. Trouble don't last always. Hey. Alrighty then. This too shall pass. Yes. Absolutely. Well, I'm about to enjoy this bubble bath. Oh, hey, Miss Mama Glover, that's how you started off right there. See, that's the set off right there. See, I already took my bath. I already took my magnesium, and I'm gonna take my prescription, and then I'm gonna just lay here and I'm gonna look at a little. I don't never watch no TV, but I'm gonna just look at a little something here and then, and do, whatever I'm watching, and until I just doze off and go to sleep. And then I'm gonna wake up, and then I'm gonna make all those videos that I told y'all I was gonna make today about all of the stuff that I did, because we done did some stuff out in the garden today. And so yeah, I'm gonna enjoy. Yes, enjoy your bubble bath, and remember your words about some good sleep. Yes, ma'am. Bella Sweet red wine. I never heard of that before, but you know what? The last time I drank some red wine, it made my tongue swell up. So I don't know what that means. Is I'm allergic to it or whatever. But it was like my tongue was just like swollen. And I don't know. We were at a taste testing, and not a taste testing. We actually had a sipping sip and play or something. I forget what we call it, but it was like we got together as a family, and then we played board games and stuff like that. But we all got together, and everybody was to bring like everybody was designated to bring a bottle of their favorite wine, and then we all just had little glasses where we all just tried. We opened one bottle of wine at a time, and everybody got to taste. I think it was called sipping games. That's what it was called. So we had like 12 bottles of wine, but there was like maybe 20 something people there. So just think about that, and then we open one bottle of wine at a time, and everybody got a little bit of that wine out of that bottle, and then we all tasted it together, and then we moved on to the next bottle. So I can't really say which one made me do that, but I heard red wine is good for you. Now, girl face Moscato, that's my thing right there. Whenever I do, I'm not a drinker anyways, but when I do, Moscato is the one. I'm dozing in and out. Okay, then go ahead and go to sleep. You want me to say, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleepy little baby, go to sleepy. Stop it already. Night night to you all. Yep. Okay, y'all. I came on here and of course I got a smile on my face. I thank God first and foremost for that. But I also like to thank you all that came through here because y'all helped put the smile on my face. I thank you all for the ones that helped prayed me through it. And I always say, anybody that come through here and you send a prayer up for me, if you ever see me say tenfold, tenfold, I hold on to it very heavily and wholeheartedly. And when I say tenfold back to you, I'm always saying I'm on my hands and knees asking God that whatever you prayed for me and you asked him for me, I'm asking him to give it back to you 10 times more than what you asked for it from me. And that's really and truly what I want. So whatever you send up for me, and either way it go, if you praying bad for me, if you praying good for me, I'm asking God to give it back to you tenfold. So you get to decide of whatever is going to come back to you because you reap what you sow. So be sure, I always say, be careful of the seeds you put down in the ground. If you want a strawberry, make sure you not planting the cabbage seed. If you want good, make sure you ain't planting bad. You catch my drift. But whatever you doing, make sure you growing. And again, tenfold to you. May you all have a blessed night and the most amazing sleep. And if you do get the most amazing sleep, make sure you tell somebody about it, even if it's just me. Come back up under this video and say, "Ooh, Shauna, girl, I got that sleep last night." Tenfold to you. T. Sherelle, sleep is going to be yours tonight. And I mean that with every piece of the word that I said. Sleep belongs to you tonight. All right, you all. Y'all have an amazing night. And I'll see y'all in the morning sometime. God bless y'all. And remember to continue to grow. We the high class gardeners over here. So we always make sure we growing something, and we make sure that we add whatever we growing on the outside with how we growing on the inside to show us the manifestation of how we growing. And if you interested in that, come on over here with us and join in with us in the conversation. We don't bite over here. We just grow the food that you bite. That's all. Okay, then. Until next time, thank you all for joining Life with Tashanna. Y'all have an amazing night, and God bless every single one of you. Good night.